August is Wellness Month, and for some, yoga is one of the most accessible ways to improve both mental and physical well-being. Joining us are Laura Larson and Jennifer Knight, co-chairs of the YTOB Foundation. From reducing anxiety to improving mobility, we'll talk about how you can create a habit that's healthy and something that you can stick with. So thank you, ladies, for being here.
Thanks for having us.
So for someone that's completely new to yoga, what makes it such a powerful tool for overall well-being?
Well, being Health and Wellness Month nationally, it's a great time to start a habit.
Yeah.
One of the things about yoga is it's a modality that anybody can practice. So it's accessible, it's adaptable, and it can be deeply personal. So yoga meets you where you are.
Which is so good to hear, because I love yoga. I don't practice as much as I should, but my husband always says, oh, I'd like to try yoga, but I'm not flexible. I can't do it. And that's not right.
That's not right.
Right? That is not right. So when you say that yoga is for everybody and every body, you mean that? I mean, what does that, explain a little bit more why you say that. Do you want to expand?
I like to also reduce that down to, if you can breathe, you can practice yoga. People are like, I can't practice yoga, I'm not flexible enough.
Yeah.
Well, we go to a yoga class to gain flexibility.
That's right.
I can't get myself there because I'm too stressed out, I don't have enough time. We can if we can spend an hour playing games on our phone, we can find a friend to help us, an accountability partner. Our foundation, we like to say, is an accountability partner. But we can take that hour for ourselves and find our breath, find a little bit of movement, and you're gonna recognize that once you do that, once you show up, you're not alone.
Yeah.
Everyone else is doing that exact same thing that you are, whether it's a physical exercise that wants to bring you in through the door or a mental break that brings you in through the door. We all have our own reasons for showing up, but once you arrive, you will see that you're one with everyone, and they're all there with you.
Well, and Jennifer, you mentioned setting aside an hour, and that might be intimidating to some, but this is something you could take 5 minutes and try to develop that habit, right?
That's right.
A little bit of time every day. So tell us about the YTOB Foundation's mission and how this helps make yoga more accessible in our community.
Sure. So the foundation, primarily we're dealing with accessibility to yoga. So sometimes it can be cost prohibitive, or like Jen was talking about, people may not feel completely physically comfortable. So we're here to offer yoga scholarships and education credits for teachers and community building for anybody who wants to try yoga. So we actually are opening up on Friday our fall quarter application process. So anybody who's interested in applying for the scholarship can just go to our website and apply for the scholarship. It takes them 2 minutes. And we're working with several different community studio partners. We have 4 right now around town, and we're trying to garner more geographic locations. So that's part of what the foundation is doing, is creating accessible points for people along their drive or around their house or whatever. But
So Jennifer, speak more specifically about some of the physical and mental benefits of yoga.
Yeah, sure. So what I feel that yoga does, and what kind of separates yoga from other modalities or sports or exercises, is you can use yoga for your body, your mind, and your spirit. And each pose or each reason will speak specifically to that. And the value of that is, if you're going there for mental reasons, all of a sudden you're going to get a physical benefit and recognize, oh my gosh, my shoulders are, they're sitting down away from my ears a little bit. So, and if you're going because you need some physical exercise, you want to lose weight, you want to gain strength, you want to improve your flexibility or mobility at the same time, so you get to experience that in a class, and then you also get the mental part of it.
Sure.
I like to say that the golden key that makes yoga and differentiates it from any other modality or exercise is the breath.
Yeah.
It's the breath work that deepens our pose. It's a breath work that clears the mental states of our minds.
And speaking of breath work, you've got a little light switch technique that we can try anywhere, right? At any time. Okay, so what do we do?
Okay, so I made this up when I worked for corporate America and was part of their ergonomics training team. I call this the light switch technique. And it's really good if you're at home making a marinara sauce and your kid's tugging at your pant leg and you're like, oh my gosh, or you're looking at two screens and, and you're answering the telephone at the same time. So what I do is this. It's excellent for multitasking. I literally think about putting my feet on the ground. That takes a nano of a second. And then I'm looking at my screen or looking at my marinara sauce, and then I take a deep breath in. And then I let it go out. And then I literally shift my body to my child that's right there, or to my telephone call from my screen, and then I need to go back. So it's like entering a room. You turn the light switch on and you turn it off. And then I take another in-breath. And I exhale and I turn right back around to what I was doing before, or that third thing that I have to do. Seriously, that easy. And when you think about this and you're kind of moving your body, it's a single point of concentration. You're getting my attention, and I know I am speaking to you and you're speaking to me, or my marinara sauce is not going to burn because I am literally watching it.
You're focused.
And I know my child is right here too at the same time, and we're all safe. And so when you practice that, you're going to realize what that does to you mentally. You're not going to react by yelling at your kid or, you know, accidentally hanging up the telephone on someone important.
Exactly. Such a simple technique that anyone can do at any moment. So try the light switch technique. Thank you guys so much for joining us. More coming up on Idaho Today.
Thank you.
Thanks.